Welcome to the series I'm just calling Sciencing, intended to help you to better understand scientific research. This module introduces you to the concept of accuracy and precision in relation to measurements used, say, in studies, but also in clinical practice. Accuracy and precision are easier to remember and understand if you think of them in the context of famous, although fictional, marksmen and women. Accuracy is essentially about hitting the target, ideally the bullseye. Precision is about being consistent. The ideal then is accuracy and precision, the ability to hit the target and do so consistently. And this example here from the program Arrow would be a fantastic example of both great accuracy and precision. In terms of measurements in research or clinical practice for maybe the purpose of diagnosis, accuracy refers to how close our technique gets us to the true value. Here are some examples. The red indicates that the diagnosis or classification are affected by the inaccurate result. Accuracy then can be the difference between a correct classification or a correct diagnosis and an incorrect one. In the blood pressure example, the person is within the normal range. The inaccurate reading indicates the person has a high blood pressure. In a clinical setting, this could mean that the person is given a medication they shouldn't be. And in the context of research, the person might be included in a study when they should not have been, or they should have been placed in a different group than they were in terms of study analysis. And of course, the same is true for other examples. This can happen in surveys and other questionnaires. It can happen even if high-tech laboratory machines are being used, or a person is looking through a microscope, or really anything else. This always applies. So let's do a quick quiz to see if you've got the concept. Hit pause and label these in terms of accuracy and precision. And here they are. The first example is inaccurate and imprecise, right? It's all over the place. Really no good. The second example is inaccurate. It's not at the bullseye, but it's precise. It consistently makes essentially the same error. The third example, going from left to right, is accurate, right? Pretty close, but imprecise. Not that closely clustered, but always fairly close to the true value, or to the bullseye of the target in this metaphor. And the last one is both accurate and precise. It's in the right place and it's consistent. A test that is inaccurate but precise can still be quite useful. Let's say we know that the technique is an average of 20% out and not a lot of variation around that 20%. And being precise, yes, that is fairly consistent. 20% always in the same direction. Yeah, 20% give or take. So we can simply adjust the results by 20%, adding, subtracting, whatever is relevant, to get close to the true value. So by knowing the error, we can adjust for it and we can essentially make this inaccurate but precise test into one that, for all intents and purposes, is both accurate and precise. A test that is accurate but imprecise might sometimes be good enough. If, say, we're interested in whether someone is really fit or quite unfit, some lack of precision isn't going to be a problem because there's a big gap between the two categories. So just being fairly consistently close to the bullseye is enough. We don't need it spot on right in the middle. Now, methods that are accurate and precise, of course, are our ideal. And we use these to test the accuracy and precision of new methods intended to measure the same thing as the existing method. For example, a fully monitored graded maximal exercise test, so with the mask and the whole treadmill setup, or could be a bike, could be used to assess the accuracy and precision of a beep test for assessing cardiorespiratory fitness. So when reading research or interpreting results in a clinical setting, if that's in your future, or hopefully you know this if it's your everyday practice already, make sure you have some idea of the general accuracy and precision of the methods used to measure the outcomes of interest to you. If the methods are known to be relatively inaccurate, it may mean the results of the study are too. Always find out, is this method accurate and precise enough to be fit for purpose? Before I end this, there is one additional caution. Some sources equate accuracy with validity and precision with reliability. However, these are different, and in this series, I'm going to apply accuracy and precision to individual methods of data collection and validity and reliability to whole studies and their findings. And I'll cover that, so validity and reliability, in another module. As always, if you found this useful, please hit like and subscribe. And most importantly, keep learning by watching other modules in this series, for example, this one or this one.